Hello, dear Virgo. How are you all? Thank you so much for being here. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, for those of you that are the Divine Feminine, and you can watch your Mars. This is a love reading. Those of you that are the Divine Masculine out there, your Mars can tell you also about your love life. And for those of you that are familiar with your North Node and your own personal birth charts, you can watch your North Node because that's where you're heading in this incarnation. So thank you so much for being here, people. Dear Virgo, what's going on in love in December? We're going to be having a look, and I will be expanding this reading through my website. You can get the link below the video. Also, dear Virgo, you might want to take advantage of a 20% off all my services from the 1st of December until the 23rd of December, which is the solstice. I even have 20% off this month's extended readings. So you may want to take advantage of that. If you're interested in my personal services, a personal reading, send me a note through the email. All the links are in the description box below. So Virgo, what's going on in love as we're transiting through the eclipse season? We're in the middle between two eclipses. So wow, 2020, what a year. Okay, so everyone, first of all, I want to wish you all in advance happy holidays, and may you receive everything that you've been working hard for. May you receive the rewards after the challenges that, you've all been through this year. So for Virgo, please, Spirit, calling on Spirit. What's going on with Virgo in love? Archangel Michael, Virgo in love. Virgo in love. What's going on? And I do take a lot of cards on the extended reading, so let's see if this resonates for you. This is your message. You may receive more messages through that. All right, thank you, Spirit. Greek coffee. Cheers, everyone. Virgo and love. We have the Two of Cups. Now, you know that I'm not reading reversals, so let's see what the rest of the reading says, as we get a lot of messages. What's at the foundation? Five of Cups. Recent past. Justice. Crowning and what's on your mind. What's your goal? Your wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. That's a lot of cups, Virgo. You are, of course, you've got Pisces in your 7th house of relationships, but you could also be dealing with someone that's got strong water in their chart. What's the outcome for Virgo? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, Three of Swords. Do not panic. Don't panic. We've got 3 cups that are spilt down here as well. Let me just show you that. As you can see, there's 3 spilt cups, and I think that's what that Three of Swords has got to do with. Because we've got the Justice card here. This is a balance, an imbalance, a harmony, a disharmony. We've got the scales here. This is a situation that's pending. And we know that Justice and Libra, it is a number 11, which means this is something that you need to deal with so that you could manifest your wish fulfillment. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands we know is Cupid's love messages, a lot of passion, a lot of desire. This could speak of you being stuck somewhere. As you can see, he's on the inside. The Wands are on the outside. It's as though he's fantasizing that he could reach those. So they're at a distance. Now we know 8 of Wands can also mean that the energies are picking up, but also they could mean flight travel. What's beneath that? We've got a Knight of Pentacles, real slow. Logically, this is Virgo energy. Doesn't have to be. Knight of Pentacles is very slow, very, sometimes not moving at all. 7 of Wands is beneath that. So it's been a bit of an uphill battle for Virgo. before I scare you anymore, let's take a card on that Three of Swords, just so you know so you can have a bit more clarity on what that's about. Something to do with a home. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is the Miser card, remember. It's feeling unloved. It's feeling as though even if you've been holding on for a connection that is truly divine for you, that it feels as though you're not getting anywhere. Four of Pentacles usually shows someone that is holding the pentacle, protecting their heart, right? Fours always speak of home and family. If you could see in this card here, we've got the two pentacles up in the air, so he's trying to balance a situation, trying to keep things up in the air. And it's as though he's halfway to his success in getting stable, because fours always speak of home and family. Now he's stepping on the two. So that's sort of like, okay, I know about that. I mean, this is what I'm trying to manage. Up here. So things are still up in the air with what you're hoping to manage. Here, this is certainty, but you're stepping on these two pentacles, and I feel that that's sort of like you using these two pentacles as a stepping stone to take you to your next connection. Why do I feel that this Three of Swords means that you are dealing with two people, dear Virgo? Because remember, we've got the Three of Cups, so there was happiness in the past. We've got two cups standing there which you are not focusing on, right? So there hasn't been happiness in the distant past. And those two cups are right here in the now. So let's see what's going on for Virgo, dear Spirit. What's going on for Virgo? Now we've got a lot of cups, a lot of water. So we've got Libra and we've got Three of Swords. Could be any other air sign. We do have some fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Thank you, Spirit. We have chaos and conflict. Wow. Not an easy card. It's a 33. Chaos and conflict. It does remind me of the Tower. I will read for you in a little bit. So chaos and conflict is what Virgo is going through. Still in the now position, we've got an equal giving and receiving. Now, because I'm not reading reversals, you could take it as equal giving and receiving or unequal, because we've got the Miser card here, right? So the Miser card can mean I'm not nurturing, I'm not loving this connection, or that someone in a connection has been holding back on their finances. Once the finances are being held back on in a commitment, it's a commitment that is over. Just so you know, no sharing means no caring. Let's see with the Lenormand, what's going on for Virgo? We have the masks. I'm going to put it in the middle because we've got the sun on this side and the moon on this side. Let's see what comes next to the sun. Wow. So your happiness means you need to cross over a bridge, a karmic situation in your life. 11 and 4. 11 is justice. 4 means home. Fairness, balance, karma. Let's see. We've got two cards on the moon. So we've got interesting. Doesn't really matter. I mean, they were like this. Which comes first and which comes second doesn't matter. So some of you are worried about a change, death and transformation. We do have a rider coming through, which means there's good news coming through. She's holding a note here, which the note could be legal papers as well. This could also be news coming from afar. Remember, it's the rider, which brings in good news. Can speak of travel as well, a visitor. And we've got Scorpio here, which will bring the change, the transformation. Now, if this was here next to the moon, it can speak of the fear of endings, ending a situation. But remember that the moon can also mean deception. Deception where money, sharing money, finances is concerned in the past. And I'm going to say the moon also means your subconscious, but it's a very strong meaning in the Lenormand, which can mean a very important connection. Now, if this was like this, this is saying that there's a very strong emotional, very deep emotional connection, but also a very strong physical connection, which is Scorpio. So it doesn't matter which order. Let's look at the bottom. We've got the lily, and the lily means pure love. It's very motherly. It's also very sexual. We've got a 3 here. 3 means expansion, growth. It is also the Empress, the number of the Empress. Some of you may be mothers out there. Lilies is very godly. It's very, it's Mother Mary. It's like giving so much good out there. And maybe it's time for you to receive now that divine love. What's beneath that? We've got the star. And the star is a 16, which is like the tower. Star could be a wish at a distance. Who knows? Let's see. Let's take the romance angels. We've got flirt for Virgo. Thank you, Spirit. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Flirt can mean that you want to have fun, you want to lighten the load, because, I mean, there is a fair few serious energies here. Let's see. We've got let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, and that let go also is, the word control does speak of a controlling connection, but also a let go of control issues. So Virgo, it's saying just let it go. Just let go of the seriousness, let go of trying to control something, and let it come to you. And we've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking, the steps you're guided to take. What's at the bottom? We've got keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, which make the effort is very similar to that 6 of Cups. So it's like a soulmate connection. So this could also be saying let go of the control issues, let go of a controlling connection. And the flirt card obviously does ring the Leo energies. So Leo is all about having fun. Some of you, Virgo, may be on the cusp with Leo. But it's saying also bring fun into the situation and don't be so serious, okay, with what you're doing. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ. So when we say soulmate differs, it's someone that could be from a different area of the world, different upbringing. This could be someone that's quite different to the people that you've dated in the past. Okay, let's take more cards and see what's going on. For Virgo, please, Spirit, in the month of December. This is the Druidcraft deck. For Virgo, please, Spirit, December. We have the 4 of Pentacles again. I'm going to say 4 of Pentacles is usually my Taurus card. And I do mention this in all the readings. 4 of Pentacles is like, 4 of Pentacles is like holding on to something. This is mine, you know. It's like someone who doesn't like change. So some of you could be dealing with a fixed sign. What are the fixed signs? We've got Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. They're the 4 fixed energies. And they don't like change much. So again, holding on to maybe a heartbreak. We'll see. We have the 5 of Wands. So yes, 5 of Wands is usually a family card, which is saying that there's no sharing and there's no caring here, because 5 of Wands means that there's conflict. We do have conflict and chaos here. Let's take another card. And we have the 9 of Cups. Twice, Virgo. Twice. 9 of Cups is that wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups is getting all your cups filled. Remember, doing something for you. Okay? Some of you, if you are going through hardship, you may be trying to drown out, escape a situation through drinking. Just be careful with that. So again, we've got We've got Earth, just like we have here. We've got the Four of Pentacles, two Pentacle cards in different decks only. So let's see what else is going on. Let's look at the astrology for Virgo. In the month of December, please, Spirit, can you give me some clarity on what's going on for Virgo? That's the card. Thank you, Virgo. We've got 11th house and friends. 11th house is also the house of Aquarius. I'd like one more card, please, Spirit. One more card. 11th house is also the house of wishes and dreams. And it's also the house of the future. So the future is just around the corner. We're moving into the age of Aquarius, everyone. We have Jupiter return and benefits. Jupiter return. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So Jupiter is our truth, it's abundance, it's expansion. Interesting that both Aquarius and Sagittarius both are very free loving. They need their freedom. They don't want to be cooped up. They don't want to be controlled where love is, their love life is concerned. Where can I put these cards so that you could see? Let's put these cards up here. So we've got Sagittarian energy, and Sag could mean someone from a different area of the world. Remember also that Aquarius, Aquarius is Saturnian, which can be karmic. And of course, Saturn will be moving into, interesting, Saturn, which rules Aquarius, and Jupiter are moving into the sign of Aquarius. So this is the future coming in quickly, and maybe even a wish fulfillment, or you're connecting, dear Virgo, with someone that's very much, holds friendships very, very high, in very high respect. So someone needs connection through friendship so that they could, I don't know, maybe even trust. Very, very interesting. So we've got an 8 and we've got a 13. That's 21. 21 means the World card. Let's take more cards and see what's going on for Virgo, please, Spirit. So let's look at the cards here. So we've got the 8 of Wands. Why do we have the 8 of Wands as the general energy, Spirit, please? We have the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Let's take another card. 9 of Wands is like someone having put up a wall, someone having gone through a lot. And there's the Ace of Wands. So a lot of fire, a lot of desire here to start something. We know that aces are potentials for new beginnings. Okay, and I feel that there's been a lot of deception. We've got the mask here as well, a lot of deception. Look, 9 of Wands is someone that's not communicating. They've been put through a lot. They're trying to secure everything that they've built, right? So there are trust issues with that 9 of Wands. So we know that 8 of Wands, I mean, I'm not reading reversals. If that was to be in the reverse as the general energy, it would say that there's no communication. No communication, because we've got 9, 17, 18 Wands. 18 is the moon. And the moon can mean deception. It can mean fears. It can mean things to do with family as well. But remember that 9 of Wands is like, I'm putting up my wall. I'm not communicating anymore. This is a potential. It's a potential to manifest a new beginning, right? So it also speaks of having the desire to take off, to start something again. Why? Because that Ace of Wands is all about our desire. We're wanting to create. There's a lot of passion here. Let's look at that 2 of Cups in the now. We've got the Queen of Swords, Virgo. You're either dealing with another air sign, or this is usually my Libra card, or you're speaking truthfully and bringing in a transformation. Okay, so you're not being all lovey-dovey and, you know, you're more about the details here with the Queen of Swords. And we know that the Queen of Swords is someone, she's usually the divorcee. So someone who's not happy emotionally. Someone who needs to go through that transformation and stand strong in their convictions. Let's take another card there. We've got the Magician, so it's all about communication. Yep. The Magician is that ace up your sleeve. Remember that the Magician is Mercury, and Virgo, that is your ruling planet. So it looks like Spirit is giving you the tools to begin through good communication, clear communication, fair communication. And the Magician can also mean a trickster. So if you've been tricked by someone, if someone was not being on the up and up. And the trickster means, I mean, wearing a mask. I'm not, you know, I'm pulling the wool over your eyes. I'm not communicating clearly. And these are two, these energies here can be the same, but they can be opposite as well. Let's see what fell in the foundation. There we go. There is the Devil. And the Devil, it's called materialism. So the Devil, we know, is a toxic situation. It's Capricorn. And we've got the Fool here. And the Fool in the distant past has many choices. As you can see here, he's got a lot of choices, but he's looking back to the past, dealing with a past situation. Before he takes that leap of faith, he needs to clear the slate, because here we've got 5 cups that are spilt. He needs to close the door on this morning. When something doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. When someone has been in a toxic, limiting environment, they need to take that leap of faith. Remember that Aries, the energy of Aries is I, me, my. It's like nurturing and providing to yourself so that you can grow. But I feel that something that was once celebrated, and I do feel it's more than likely got to do with the connection with this Devil, a toxins in your home. So a toxic environment, Virgo, which you need to adjust through doing the work, through moving through that portal. Remember that Justice is an 11. Let's look at the Justice card, number 11. So the recent past. We have the 8 of Swords. So Virgo has been fearful. Virgo has felt trapped here, waiting for fairness and justice, which hasn't really been coming through. And, well, of course, we know that Saturn is very karmic, and karma is hard to deal with, obviously. But courage is necessary. Truth is necessary. And, of course, Virgo, you know, you're all about, very much about the logic. Sometimes we shouldn't be too logical, and we should just take on the energy of the Fool, which is take that risk. You know, take that risk, take that leap of faith, and think later. Because Virgo can think way too much and then be trapped. Let's take one more card on that 8 of Swords. We've got the Moon. See, it's all about fears. Fears, deception, manipulation, I'm going to say, because the Moon can mean deception. It's those masks. It's that mask. It's not true. Now, I'm going to say that because the Moon does signify the mother and even a home, maybe Virgo doesn't want to, if Virgo is a mother, because Virgo is very motherly. Virgo wants to take care of everyone and strategize and plan, I feel here. And there has been deception here, but justice has got to come around. And I do feel it's got a lot to do with timing. Let's see, because we've got, remember, Saturn is the Lord of karma and timing. Okay, karma and timing. And we've got the 11th house and Jupiter return and benefits. So it's all about timing. Yes, Jupiter is the wheel that turns. Okay. And it does indicate here that there is a sense of freedom, because Aquarius speaks of freedom as well as Sagittarius. Let's look at that Nine of Cups. We've got the Chariot. Yes, the Victory card. Overcoming obstacles, moving away, moving towards a wish fulfillment. Moving away from a home where there was a toxic environment. Let's have a look at that Three of Swords and that Four of Pentacles, which is things being up in the air. And we've got the Six of Cups here, everyone, and I feel it's got a lot to do with children. Why Virgo has stayed in a very toxic situation for way too long. Six of Cups is a soulmate connection as well. Dealing with a soulmate from the past. We've got make the effort here. The great love is worth taking. The steps you're guided to take. Maybe Virgo could be waiting on the guidance. Let's take another card on that Chariot. And we have the Empress here. There is Virgo, the mother. There is abundance. There is manifestation. There is that receiving that harvest and that wish fulfillment. And this is, of course, Libra and Taurus energies. So what is it for you, Virgo? I mean, this is a love reading. Remember that Taurus is, it's the Venus that rules the materialistic side of things, the practical things. It's like what we see, you know, it's those five senses, it's your values. The Venus for Libra is more of a spiritual connection. That's why I feel that there is a divine connection here, that a spiritual connection. Remember also that Sagittarius is very spiritual as well. And I'm going to say also that Aquarius is the ethers, and it's also doing things in a very different way. And I feel that if there's been no value, because this is Uranus in Taurus, if there's been no value and no practicality and no sharing of finances in a connection, I feel that even though Virgo is very practical and very, very dependable, I think that Virgo is going to take a left-hand sudden corner turn. You've got 3 wish cards. 1, 2, 3. Virgo. 3 wish cards. What's at the bottom of the deck here? We have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, again, is that Sagittarian energy. The Knight of Wands has shown up very much in these readings. Knight of Wands is someone who's carrying a torch for you, Virgo. Knight of Wands is coming through. It's the traveler. Remember that Knights are all about taking action. Okay. And it's moving. It's like someone that needs to move. We've got distance here. Remember the Knight of Wands. This is someone that's very, they love their freedom. Just like I was saying with the Jupiter energies, this person loves their freedom. Let's see what's beneath that. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So that's the Virgo card. Looks like someone that was thinking very dearly about where they want to put the effort in is now ready to, after much thought, ready to take the action. Let's see what else we've got beneath that. We've got the King of Wands. King of Wands is usually my Sagittarian energy, and I do feel, dear Virgo, maybe you are dealing with a Sag. Let's take a couple of my Sibilas, and I'm going to be reading from the Chaos and Conflict. I do see that there is a very divine connection here. Let's take the Sibilas on that. And this could be also, this could also be, if this is not someone that you've known from before, then this is a soulmate that you feel. And it's someone that's coming from a different area of the world, looks like. Keep an open mind. Or they're from a different culture. So we'll see. Let's see. We've got the Speranza Sibila here, the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, we know means that you're leaving something behind that did not fill all your cups up, right? 8 of Cups is also great spiritual growth. And when I say spiritual growth, this could be growing into a spiritual connection. So understanding that this connection is a divine one, whether it's you, Virgo, or the other person. Let's see. We've got the Fortuna, the Wheel of Fortune. Here it is. And the wheel is turning in your favor. We've got the 5 of Wands, which you've also got here. So there is change if you were in a family situation where there was no happiness or there was no growth, then this is an ending. Remember, Fortuna, the Wheel of Fortune, is like a chapter. This is Jupiter return and benefits coming in for you. And we've got Dispiacere, which is the Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is severing ties with the past. It's starting a legal process. Dispiacere, we've got tears here. So if you are a divine feminine, then this is saying that you're moving into something that's bittersweet. It was hard for you to close the door on that. But this can also mean that the blessings could be bringing in tears of joy for you. The Jupiter return and the benefits are bringing tears of joy for you. I'm going to say it wasn't easy for Virgo to close the door on the past, as Virgo is practical, very thoughtful, very mothering, right? So, I want to have a look. I want to look at the general energy with the 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and Ace of Wands. We have Namika, so the mask comes off. You're seeing who your friends or who your foe is. Who your friend is or who your foe is. This is a 12, which does speak of Pisces. Pisces can be unconditional, loving, but it can also mean darkness, right? And where there was confusion or too much sacrifice, you're seeing the truth. What was not working for you. So we've got the Namika and the Il Nemico, so the divine masculine, well, the masculine enemy and the feminine enemy. So this could be both of you and a long-term connection where I see there's transformation here. You have been dealing with a karmic past, Virgo, I see here, which you are transforming, and the enemy is running off, running away. Looks like negativity is leaving you as the snake that he holds in his hand is shedding its skin. And we have the child, and the child means newness. Okay, and of course you may share children with a past commitment. That's what I see here with that child. Bambino means that there is newness. You've stopped not doing anything because it's the 7 of Pentacles, which means you've put in the hard work. Here is the gift. There is newness coming for you because you've been going through transformation. You're going to see a lot of things that were hidden. So seeing the truth, what was hidden. There's news coming through and you're going to see a lot about what was hidden. We've got the Death card here and the news is coming through. So yes, it can be quite shocking for you, dear Virgo. Let's read from the Chaos and Conflict, number 33. And I'm going to take one more card for Virgo before I read from that Chaos and Conflict. One more card and I will be reading that card in the extended. So not all Virgos are going through the same thing at the same time. Let's take one card. What else do we have for Virgo, please, Spirit? Archangel Michael for Virgo. And we have all that glitters. So again, we've got the masks there. Wow. There's a lot of uncovering happening. A lot of truths that are going to be talked about, seen. Number 33. Okay, so the relationship message says, stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear and you will be in a much better place than before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. So Virgo, it's saying that you need to use this time constructively and that there is a storm that you're going through. But obviously the storm was necessary, okay? And as I said, you've got Jupiter return and benefits. As we know, on a global scale, moving slowly into the age of Aquarius, we could see what's going on a worldly scale in the year 2020. That is not only in our macro lives, but also in our micro lives. So we know that the reflection of the sky also, that's what's happening in our small lives, in our 3D plane. So Virgo, the storm will be over soon. So I'm wishing you well. And I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing. For those of you that want to follow me on to the extended reading, I will see you on the other side. Happy holidays, everyone. And again, thank you so much for all that you do.